See what this is about. Remember that Zelda Breath of the Wild clone that killed the PS4? It's coming to Switch. I don't know what this kill the PS4 is about. I never heard about this. I know about Genshin Impact. I know exactly what game this is. But I never heard about it killing a PS4. In August last year, publisher MiHoYo revealed Genshin Impact, open world adventure, appears to take a healthy amount of inspiration from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So much, in fact, that one irate fan got so upset that Sony would choose to promote such a game that... You fucking idiot! You fucking idiot! Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that? See, this is the bit of news that... Several interesting tidbits of information have come up this year. China Joy event. When was this? This was like August last year. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Nintendo shared more details about its plans to launch the Switch in the region, and brand new Rabbids game was revealed among other things, but this list is absolutely bonkers. One of the games revealed at the event was Genshin Impact, an adventure title from MiHoYo that looks very similar in style to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you are super passionate about Nintendo and the Zelda franchise, we can understand being a little miffed at just how much inspiration has been taken here. But we wouldn't expect someone to smash up their console over it, except that's exactly what did happen. As reported by Daniel Ahmad on Twitter, one fan was seemingly so upset that Sony would promote such a game that he smashed up his PS4 in protest. The protests went further, too, with other Zelda owners holding up their copies of the game or their Switch console with their middle fingers in the air, pointing them at the stage where Genshin Impact was being shown. Oh my god, dude. What is wrong with you? So this is the guy. Okay, why are you taking your... Dude, it's not even a Slim. That's a fucking Pro. That's a PS4 Pro, dude. That's like an expensive piece of hardware, you fucking imbecile. Like, there are so many people that... Oh my god, he did. He fucking threw it in the ground. But look at this though. Like, he's so concerned about his protest that the first thing that he does. By the way, I need to turn on. Let me turn on this again. The first thing that he does, he pulls out his phone, makes sure he takes a photograph. This is what I did. I want you to know. This guy's over here just looking at him. He's like, what a fucking imbecile. And this guy's just like, what's wrong with this dude? This guy's like, oh, look at PS4. Oh, shit. Oh my god, dude. Even the officer's just like looking at him. What's wrong with you? Guys, this just in. Games that are so good that inspire other games are bad. He's gonna get cited for littering. I'm going to break my $400... Actually, I don't know how much PS4 Pros are worth nowadays. Back when I bought mine, it was 400 euros. So I'm gonna smash my $400 PS4 in protest of this video game being made. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? Because I like Breath of the Wild so much, I'm gonna play Genshin Impact and I'm gonna enjoy it on my PS4 Pro. Dude, what the frack? Dude, what's wrong with you, dude? Oh my god. Anyway, continuing on with this news. He wasn't the only one that was displeased that the Zelda fans turned up the show, where Genshin Impact was demonstrated held aloft their copies of Breath of the Wild while making rude hand gestures. You could say they were less than impressed by Miho's efforts. MiHoYo. We dread to think what those same individuals will think now that it's been confirmed. Genshin Impact is also coming to the Switch. Previously planned for a 2010 release, the publisher is now saying that a solid release date is to be announced, but seemingly calm any negative it is also revealed a new area in the game called Of the Land Amidst Monoliths. Like Breath of the Wild, Genshin Impact is open world action adventure which the player character can explore freely using skills such as climbing or gliding. Another similarity with Nintendo's game is a focus on cooking meals, which have both positive and negative effects on the player character. Yes, because cooking meals is exclusive to Breath of the Wild. It's not like I personally spoke with Nintendo representatives in Portugal when I first saw that mechanic of the cooking meals, because I got to play that stuff early. I played Breath of the Wild back when the Wii U was still a thing, back before the Switch even had come out. And when I played it there, it wasn't even me who suggested this. It was the Nintendo people themselves who told me like, oh yeah, we knew you'd be into the cooking stuff because of Monster Hunter. Yes, because Breath of the Wild invented cooking. God, dude, people sometimes, dude, I get it. It's really similar, and it comes from China, where they forge a lot of stuff, but Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, there's actually 34 minutes of gameplay? Let me see a little bit more of this, then. Ooh, even the beginning is awakening from slumber. Dude, you guys are taking a couple of too many jabs there, though. You guys got to be a little bit more subtle. It's like awakening from slumber. Yep, just like Zelda. And here's the best part about it too. Like, people doing these protests, they don't understand. They're just drawing more attention to the game. Like that's literally what you're doing. Like, every time that you protest on social media and you're real upset about something, the more upset you are about it, you're drawing attention to it. And I'm guilty of some of this as well. The game looks beautiful. And yes, it does take a lot of inspiration from Zelda, but it gives you much more anime-style characters than Zelda, in my opinion. Even though Zelda, Breath of the Wild was pretty anime. It was not this level of anime. I mean, here's another argument that you can make. Like, just looking at this game, you could go like, well, that first enemy is clearly a slime from, what's it called? From the Dragon Quest? That's clearly a slime from Dragon Quest. Ah, copyright. You know, like, you can say so much. It has a mini-map? Shit! I don't even know which game started with mini-maps. You know, it's like, come on. How dare there be other FPSs besides Doom? Like, here's the thing. I think it's okay to make fun of it, right? I think it's okay to make fun of it. It's like, oh, you guys are definitely stealing the shit out of Zelda. And I've made fun of it too. But at the end of the day, you have to look at it and be like, but does the game look cool? Does it look like something to be fun to play? Or is it just like, is it literally a carbon copy of Zelda piece by piece and it works just like Zelda? And it doesn't seem like that's the case. You know? Climbing depletes stamina. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Dude, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my god. I don't remember. Could you do this in Dragon's Dogma? I forget. I know you can do it on the monsters. Could you do this on Dragon's Dogma? Could you just like climb up a random wall? It's been a while since I played it. No, you can't climb random walls. Okay. For some idea, Dragon's Dogma came to mind when I started thinking about that mechanic. Okay, that particular mechanic is very Shameless. Not that they invented it, but they definitely popularized it. But you know, it was bound to happen at some point. There are a few of these statues scattered across the land. Among the 7 Archons, this Archon controls the winds. Take you to the Nemo Archon's place first. There's a reason why. The Outlander who caught the wind. Ooh. Is she gonna get a glider? No way, dude. No way, dude. Is she gonna get a glider? Press C to unleash elemental skill. Oh. You get spells. Looks like it's got a cooldown. Yeah, it's got a cooldown. What's the green thing? Is that like her XP gauge? Press Q to unleash ultimate. Okay, Q is an ultimate. That's pretty badass. Whoa, 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 okay. That final screen actually looked interesting. That final screen I want to look at. Come back. Show me that one. Feedback notices time settings. CB shop. CB shop. Closed beta shop. Log out. Red flags right here. Big red flags. Big motherfucking red flags, baby. I haven't looked into it though, so I don't know what that stuff is about. But that's like, to me, the moment I see like something shop in the game, that's like massive red flag. Just like straight up. Look, Bokoblin camp. Interesting. Looks like if you use wind in that fire looking thing. Yeah, that climbing mechanic is awkward as fuck. If you use wind in the fire thing, you can get a fire tornado going. Looks like the chest is also locked until you defeat all of them. Yeah. It's being so brutally shameless. What game is this again? This is the not Breath of the Wild. Yeah, it's Genshin Impact, coming to PC, PS4, and also Switch. I don't like how it leads you by the hand too much, though. They learned so much about the mechanics of Zelda, and they're like, oh, these mechanics are really cool. Let's basically kind of like copy a lot of these mechanics. The one thing they didn't learn is how much Zelda does not hold your hand, right? This is actually a problem with a lot of Japanese games. There's like, oh yeah, we got to make sure that the player understands everything they're doing in like the first 10 minutes of gameplay. So let's lead them by the hand and go straight down and make sure that they understand, oh, now there's this dragon thing. Now there's this fire thing. Now there's this combat thing. Now that it's like, dude, we have been playing video games for a while. I'm pretty sure every player nowadays, before they start a video game, the first thing they do is they pick up their controller. They're like, let me press all the buttons, see what they do, figure out how my character works. Boom. Like, you don't need a tutorial that's like, oh, here's an enemy. Why don't you do it? Let me show you all of these mechanics. Like, I'm sure people can figure a lot of this shit out. It's not rocket science, okay? You don't need to hold everybody's hand like this anymore. Like, you see what I mean? We've been watching, what is this? 15 minutes of gameplay, and it's felt like an hour because of how much we've been getting led by the nose. It's like, Jesus, dude. Obtained Amber. The only outrider within the Knights of Wind Riding Knight. Use Amber to eliminate the slimes in the air. Oh! So you just get like new party members. Karu, Amber. Attributes. Select the XP materials. What? Oh, you can use cards to level up? Not a big fan of that. I guess they do that so that if you pick up lower level characters, you can level them up using cards. Oh no. Cards which you can probably buy on the shop. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Dude, no. Dark Hero, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, dude. This is a DualShockers article I have open right here. Coming to smartphones and PC, Genshin Impact scheduled launch spring 2020. An announcement trailer is published as well. Beta test held late June on iOS and PC. You can register on Genshin Impact's official site after answering a survey on your gaming preferences. Genshin Impact's announcement trailer showcases different playable characters, environments, and mechanics. Some of these are clearly inspired from Zelda Breath of the Wild. It'll be interesting to see if the game blindly inspired itself from it, or will manage to stand its own ground. We'll have the beginning of an answer with the beta test in late June. Footage and screenshots from it will not be under any NDA. It's important to note that Genshin Impact first started as a manga released in 2018. MiHoYo previous games include Honkai Impact 3rd, a free-to-play mobile action game, same anime cell shading as Genshin Impact, and gameplay similar to Platinum Games' works. They don't say if this is free-to-play. They say that the previous title that these guys have done is free-to-play. If it is free-to-play... Oh, there's the glider. It's a good thing that the skirt flows just high enough that you can keep watching your character's ass. It's always a good sign. That's the Batman cloak, by the way. You could be gliding around that thing being like, I'm Batman. Dylan J, let me give you a permit. Whoops. Wait, wrong one. Yeet! That's actually pretty cool. The fuck? Oh, that was on my end. Sorry, sometimes on PC the thing fails. I have a new HDMI matrix, but sometimes it glitches a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it does take a lot of inspiration from Zelda, but at the same time, if it's going to be a free-to-play game... And also, then we have a confirmation that this shit was like... multiplayer? Let me see what this thing here says. Ever Secret Stevan, I'm Sam, excited to explore the world of possibilities. I've got his world filled with secret spies every step. Through the movement, fast travel system, you will be able to reach all corners of the world as you please. And here's an interesting thing. Someone was really upset about Sony accepting this title. It's like, look, Sony doesn't have Breath of the Wild, dude. This could be their Breath of the Wild. Like, why would they not be interested in this game? Of course they are. Kidding? Fully freedom in all aspects of the game is top priority. We consider ways to further enhance the feature set, such as outfit customization, player housing. More details forthcoming in the future. Inspired by scientific reaction, Genshin Impact features a natural element interaction system for the purpose of puzzle solving, combat, and exploration. Characters have control over one of 7 natural elements, such as Pyro, Hirdo, Electro, Anemo, Deandro, etc., which allows them to showcase unique and powerful elemental attacks. Meanwhile, your thoughtfulness and observations are key to using powers to create effective interactions and use them to overcome any obstacle you encounter. Choose your allies for the journey. As the journey goes further, you'll encounter new adversaries, stronger challenges. It's unwise to go alone. Genshin Impact offers a steep roster of over 30 characters with distinctive personalities, appearances, combat styles, and elemental skills, allowing you to customize your team with up to 4 members and swap characters as needed. That's why you need those XP boosters, because probably it's like, oh, I've done this dungeon with these 4 characters, but now I want to bring this other character through this other dungeon, but I haven't been playing with him, so he hasn't been leveling up. I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate having to manage experience on different characters like that. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. Travel alone, hunt together. Want to create a unique world that's 100% yours? You can choose to play alone or to enjoy the scenery and peace of mind, or charge head-on to battles on your own, or explore the vast map without distractions. However, if you feel lonely, need a helping hand or two against the powerful monsters, there's also the option to invite friends into your world. This is a very key aspect. Invite your friends into your world. Genshin Impact want to pack the game with a plethora of different experiences, from open world exploration, narrative-driven gameplay to intensive combat. However, it's ultimately your call on how to tackle the world of Teyvat. What kind of experience are you looking for at any given moment? What are you looking to achieve? So what this tells me is that potentially what you can have is, like, say for instance, I'm playing with Kegrin, right? I could invite him into my world, but he would play my characters. Maybe that's what we're talking about? I don't know. Let me see this other link. Genshin Impact ends closed beta, explains multiplayer optimization customization. So that's the first Genshin Impact. Oh, I never even seen this. This open world anime from the makers of Honkai Impact 3rd game garnered the attention when it was recently announced. To celebrate this event, MiHoYo has decided to answer some of the players' most pressing questions. The big topic is if Genshin Impact is an MMORPG or not. Well, it clearly isn't. You won't see dozens of other players roaming the land of Teyvat. One saw was the place was the closed beta test 1 took place, but this is just one of 7 major cities in the game. Genshin Impact isn't a solo game either. There's an online component that goes beyond server-side saves and all that jazz. It is in fact an online multiplayer game with an online co-op mode for both the game world and the dungeons, but it is your world. Wait a minute. Is the online optional? Which means you can play alone or invite friends to your game. Your friend's world will remain exactly the same as when they left it. PvP multiplayer or one-on-one battles aren't in priority, but it doesn't mean they're out of the picture. For the customization options for outfits and homes or other points that are being worked on, optimization is an important issue. Genshin Impact will require an mobile device with relatively... Oh, dude, fuck mobile, dude. Fuck. Who the fuck wants to play that game with fucking touch controls? God, dude. Who wants to... Who is this person that wants to play this game with touch controls? Who is it? Team hopes by the time the official release, the game will be playable in most mainstream models. Genshin Impact is also available on PC, where it should offer high-quality graphics, just like the closed beta test 1 videos have shown. Lastly, the next closed beta test doesn't have a date yet, but will include more players and feature a longer duration. It will also open on Android. The first test was only available PC and iOS. They still didn't properly explain. Maybe they can bring their characters in. Maybe they can bring their characters in. I hope they can. Because, like, it kind of sucks. I don't like it when, like, you join somebody's game and then you're playing their characters and you're not actually progressing. It's weird. I don't like it. Was Deep Down a Capcom Online Games project? I do not know. Hey, Slybot, what's happening? Rurikhan, the way I understand it, I come with my character to you, but my story progression stays the same. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Let's hope that's the case. Like I've you know, it is very much kind of like copying Breath of the Wild, but I'm not necessarily against it, you know? So long as they do some different things, which they are, but I also, one of the things that bothers me the most about it is how much it friggin' leads you by the nose, dude. I was like done with that after the first 5 minutes. Like, understand. Featured games, Genshin Impact, Switch, Legend Brothers. Oh, man. Interesting that an idiot destroyed his PS4 over something as stupid as that.